Late summer is a busy time for yellowjackets and wasps, and this year there are more than usual. Their stings can be painful and in rare cases deadly. My grandfather, in fact, was killed when attacked by a swarm of yellowjackets. I sat down with an expert this week to find out why there are more of these pests this year, and she brought some props to explain. With me now is Dr. Gail Ridge of the Connecticut Agricultural Experiment Station, and she's here to talk about hornets and all sorts of fun topics like that. Dr. Ridge, good to see you here.
Thank you for having me.
So I'm getting over a lot of my fear here, sitting next to, but this nest, what kind of nest is this exactly?
This is actually a yellowjacket nest with a false name. It's often called the bald-faced or white-faced hornet, but it's in fact a very aggressive yellowjacket and has a great deal of energy. And this has probably had about 3,000 individuals to build this over one summer.
3,000?
Yeah.
And what is it made of?
It's made of masticated wood. These wasps will go around and find exposed wood. And if you can see, it's beautifully scalloped. It's a work of art. And then they chew the pulp, and then they slowly sculpt it into this nest.
So this is made of hornet vomit, essentially.
Or hornet chewing gum.
Hornet chewing gum. Why is it that we're seeing so many of them now?
Consecutive mild winters. More queens that were mated in the previous year survived the winter. And so they've done very well for themselves.
So what kind of hornets do we have here in Connecticut? I want to hold this up because I know this is an example of some of them.
The central insect is actually the European hornet.
Okay.
That's been here since the mid-1800s.
That's the ones we see most of the time.
Actually, they're very shy.
Oh, are they? Okay.
Fairly small.
So what is the most common one? The yellowjacket?
The yellowjacket on the left, which is known as the bald-faced hornet. That's the aggressive one that most people run into. And then the one on the right is often mistaken for the northern hornet that was trying to make an inroads into Washington State and Western Canada.
I want to talk about the danger of these because my grandfather, as I told you, was killed by yellowjacket hornets back in 1953, and he lived for about a day. And he was stung thousands of times, they say, because they keep stinging you. How dangerous are these, and how common is it to get stung, and how common is it to die from it? I know it's somewhat rare, right?
Yeah, medical care is very swift.
Nowadays, yeah.
Nowadays, yeah. With these three, the one on the right is a solitary. She's the cicada killer, and they're large because they hunt cicadas in August and early September. European hornet, fairly quiet, very docile. And then the eastern bull-faced hornet, yes, very aggressive. And we have about 16 species of yellowjackets in Connecticut. Some are in the ground, some are up in the air. And they have variable temperaments. Often the ones that are in the ground are very aggressive, small, and their stings are pretty potent.
Yeah, you know, a lot of the times they build a hive in the ground, right, in a hole.
Yep.
Why is that? Because those are the most dangerous because you can step on them and not even know it.
Yeah, or if you're mowing, suddenly you've got, all these insects flying around you going after you.
And what is this here?
That's the northern giant hornet, which tried to make inroads into Washington State. And the cicada killer is somewhat similar to it. And so many people made the mistake of thinking that they had the northern hornet here on the East Coast.
Let me ask you this, because of the changing climate and these warmer winters, these more mild winters, and they're drier too, are we attracting new species from southern climates?
Yes, we do have the southern yellowjacket that's trying to establish in New England, and that's a southeastern yellowjacket. So yes, we're seeing this with ticks. There's 3 new species of ticks in the state.
That's right. We've been reporting on that.
Yeah.
What is in your toy box here? What else?
In my toy box. Okay, in my toy box, if you can see, this is the internal structures. And this is remarkable engineering because this is genetics. They don't go to university to get an education in this.
So the
They
inside of
just
this
go.
big nest here is
Yeah,
this?
is this comb.
Wow.
Yeah, and inside each comb there will be a larva that is pupating and then about to become a daughter. They're all females.
So bees obviously make honey.
Honeybees, yeah.
What do wasps and yellowjackets make that is useful?
They're predators.
They're just predators.
Yeah, predators. We're having a flush of spotted lanternflies, and the yellowjackets are hunting them down,
So they are killing them.
killing them. They are natural biocontrol. So if you have a yellowjacket nest that's not going to be interfering with the way you live, or you know any kind of threat, leave them alone because they keep down pests. A healthy nest can bring in over 250 flies an hour.
Do they have memories, these hornets? Like, let's say that you go out one night and you spray them with the hornet killer and you don't get them all. Do they know who did that?
They can, yes.
And the next morning they might come after you?
I had a case.
I don't want to scare
yeah.
people, but
No. There was a man who ran over a nest on the lawn, and the yellowjackets remembered him, but wouldn't bother the wife or the children.
Interesting. So if you have one of these in your yard or attached to your house, what should you do?
If they're up high, like they're over 20 feet high, their flight line will go right over the top of you. There should never be a problem. But if they're tucked on close to a garage, and there's going to be some kind of disturbance, then you may have to address it. Most of the time, they'll learn you, and they'll actually just leave you alone. You become part of the environment.
Can they get in your house and build a nest in walls and attics and things?
Yep, there is a yellowjacket known as the German yellowjacket, and they prefer going into people's homes.
And we have that here.
Yes, we do. It's one of the 15, 16 species.
How would you characterize the summer of 2025 in terms of how bad the hornet situation is compared to previous years?
It's heating up. Basically, they've been minding their own business, constructing nests and building their populations. But as we transition into the fall, we're going to see a lot more interaction with people because they're changing their biologies. They're going to get a little more aggressive because they're now, in effect, kind of winding down their biology, and they're producing reproductives. And they're also wanting to get a lot of sugar, so they'll be in orchards and vineyards. They'll be hunting for the sweets.
So it's bad out there this year.
We're going to be busy, yes.
We're busy. All right, Gail Ridge, Dr. Gail Ridge from the Connecticut Agricultural Experiment Station. We appreciate you coming on the program.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you. If you want to read more about the death of my grandfather, you can go to my Facebook page or my blog, dennishouse.tv. When we come back, another new college president in our state.